Alright, what is up, guys? You guys have made it to the final boss. So by now you should have made the palm, the wrist components of our prosthetic hand, and the bottom joints for the thumb and the fingers. Now we come to the final part, which is the top joint of our finger. This is what the final product should look like. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so you want to start off by making a box again. A lot of these are boxes. So go to the top plane. We make the following dimensions in inches again. And we go ahead and extrude it upwards for 3 inches, I believe. 2 inches. Extrude it upwards for 2 inches. Next, we're going to go ahead and make extrusions at the bottom. So we go to the front face and we go ahead and make the following rectangles with the following dimensions. And we want to extrude outwards for 1.5 inches. Alright. So next we go to the left face. We make the following sketch with the following dimensions. And this time I cut both the hoe and the bottom, the rounded bottom together to save some time. We go ahead and make those. Once you fully define those sketches, you want to just cut through all. Again, this knocks out 2 birds with 1 stone. Afterwards, we're going to go ahead and make the tip of our finger. So we go to the left face and we want to use a spline line. So when I first created this, it was almost arbitrary. So you want to just click on roughly the same points as here. So I started on the right edge and went in a counterclockwise fashion, just clicking on points to make it round. And this is what I came with. After you've made that, you want to go ahead and extrude it outwards. Next, we want to make a cut. Into our finger to give it a natural rounded cut look. And again, it's similar to the other joints as well. The following dimensions and sketch. And we cut through all. Then we went ahead and make a reference plane that aligned with this edge here. And another reference plane. And what this allowed me to do was basically I was able to make these string holders similar to how we created on the top of the palm. So we want to use a line and an arc, and we want to extrude that sketch. So with these dimensions here, we extrude that sketch, and we extrude it for 0.3 inches. We want to cut another half circle within it. So we go ahead and let me go ahead and show you the sketches for that. So it's the radius, and we cut through all. Next, we add another reference plane here, and this reference plane should be coincident with this edge here, this bottom edge. So this plane should be coincident with this point here and tangential to our face, to this face here. Next, we made another reference plane, and this reference plane was parallel to our right plane, and it was more in the middle. So the first reference was the point here in the middle. And basically, so with the reference planes, I made a line here in the middle that went from this bottom edge to this upper edge. And then I went ahead and used a feature I used a cut sweep feature. for 0.20 inches. And that made this cut here. After making that cut, I went ahead and used the fillet feature on the back edge to give it a rounded look, and that was for 0.45 inches. So by doing so, I gave it a slimmer look. I made a cut on the underside, so I went ahead to the underside with the following dimensions, and with a height of 0.15 inches. Afterwards, I went to the left face and made another sketch, and this is for another cut. So this is the dimensions here, and we went ahead and cut through all, and we made one final cut. So we went to the top face. So we made one final cut. So we go to the top face and make the following rectangle, and we cut through all. And then finally, we added some more fillet features. So we used it on these edges here with the radius of 0.3. We used another fillet feature on these edges on the inside of it with a radius of 0.25. Then we use it on the top edges. Again, these fillets all give it a rounded look, so this is 0.20 inches. And finally, the last fillet was used on the edges on the underside. And the radius of that is 0.1. And that is it for this upper joint of our prosthetic hand. Have fun, and thank you guys for watching.